Hey guys, good morning and welcome to my channel, which is the Market Makers Club, and it's me, Rain, your professional trader that gives you accurate analysis every day. So yes, today it's gonna be a big show, which is like I've seen a lot of YouTubers, talking about alt season. Like even today, right now, like 30 minutes ago, I saw a famous YouTuber mentioning about a bullish move which is yet to happen today. He as well as a lot of these influencers are predicting a big alt season. So we're gonna talk about that. And is it possible for us to see an alt season? Like, let me know in the comments as well. Like with the price action that's happening as well as with the macro that you guys are seeing right now. So is it possible for us to see an alt season? Like that's my question to you guys. Okay, so you guys should tell me if it's possible or not. And a lot of YouTubers are hyping up the whole crypto industry, stating that an alt season is imminent. Like you're gonna see an alt season in the next 1 or 2 months. So that's what we're gonna discuss today. So it's gonna be a big show. So let's see, and let me just look at the charts to see if if I have viewers. And so far I don't think that I have any views. I have like 0 views, I guess. Concurrent viewers 0, so I think it's because of something else, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, I have about 1 like. And if you guys are watching the stream, please like, share and subscribe to my channel as well, because if you want accurate analysis and if you want your analysis as well as your trades to be accurate, this is the channel to be. And if you want live trading alpha daily, then this is the channel. This is the channel for you. You're gonna get a lot of alpha. You can ask me anything about trading. I'm just gonna give it to you guys, because I have been trading for the past 7 years, and this is my only job. I'm a professional trader. I'm a professional trader. I'm a professional trader in the sense I don't have any other job. And this is the only thing that I know as well. And that's one of the reasons why you guys see me active in my community most of the time, because I don't have a professional experience doing any other job. So I started trading like 7 years ago, right after my graduation, because of some personal reasons, and now I took it as my whole career. So I don't see anyone in the comments as well, and I think that I have about 0 views at the moment. So let me just take the live in my phone so that I'll know if somebody comments or likes or anything like that. Let me just take my channel. So I have about 0 views at the moment. I have 1 view. That's myself. Okay, that's myself. Yeah, I have about 142 subscribers right now, and I think that's pretty good for a beginner, I guess. Like within 3 videos, you guys have supported me in a big way that I gained about 142 subscribers. So that's good. And my target for the next 2 to 3 months is to get at least 1,000 subscribers, and within the next 2 to 3 months. And I'm pretty sure that you're gonna help me achieve that as well. And if I make some mistakes, just tell me. Just let me know in the comments, as well as you can DM me as well of the mistakes that I'm doing in my life. And if you want me to cover specific topics, just comment on my Twitter or or just DM me, and I will cover specific topics for you guys. It doesn't matter if it's trading topics or if it's fundamentals, I will cover it for you guys, or macro as well. Okay, so yes, I think I have about 2 views right now. So yes, let's get into the charts, I guess. And let me just take the charts. So yeah, let's discuss about this. So in the previous lives, I told you guys that there is a pretty good chance for us to see this drop over here, right? This drop. And those who listened made money, and those who didn't listen are still, what do you say about that? Hitting their head in the floor. They're hitting their head in the floor, because they didn't listen to my analysis. Because I told you guys that there is a pretty good possibility for the market to drop down and grab this liquidity, and there is a pretty good chance for us to see this POI being, getting mitigated as well. And the market is doing exactly that. And even today, like 30 minutes ago or something like that, I saw an influencer, a famous influencer from a channel which has like more than 1 million followers or subscribers, mentioning that a bullish move is gonna happen today. Like, what the hell, bro? What makes you say that? What makes you say that? That's what I'm asking. Like, with all the liquidity, that we have left over here to be taken out, plus the macro is not even bullish for us. Just imagine, Trump imposed tariffs, on European countries, and because of that, the whole market's, reversing. Not just stock, not just crypto, even stocks are taking a good hit. And you're telling people that we're gonna see an alt season, as well as we're gonna see the overall crypto industry pump. Like, who gives these kind of retarded analysis? Like, I don't know. So yeah, I mean, these guys are, use indicators, and that's one of the reasons why they give you guys like, false analysis. False analysis as in like, inaccurate analysis. Okay, they use indicators and I don't, and that's my confidence as well, because I never use an indicator, because all of these indicators are lagging, and that's the reason. And you'll never see any indicator in my chart, like except volume. Okay, this is one indicator that you can use to identify the strength of a pump or dump. That's it. And then market sessions for trading purposes, we have about 3 sessions with the in a day, so because of those things. And quarterly cycles is another one, and that's kind of like an indicator that I use to understand a specific time. That's it. So yeah, so these are the only indicators that I use, and it's not a technical indicator like you see, like RSI, stochastic RSI, or anything like that. So because of that, I am able to give you guys accurate analysis, because I totally depend on price action instead of relying on indicators as well as bullshit stuff like that. So yeah, so like I was saying, the previous video, I gave you guys that there is a pretty good chance for us to see this drop, as well as I also mentioned to you guys that we need to see a monthly candle above this $3.45 trillion for us to confirm a major pump in the overall crypto industry. And as you can see that the monthly closure was not that good in total market cap, because it kind of rejected. So because of that, there is a pretty good chance for us to see a tiny retracement, and maybe to fill this fair value gap as well. Like, you might not know what a fair value gap is, and I will do a video on that as well. So just understand that there is a gap over here in the market. Okay, so this gap over here can be filled in the monthly time frame. Let me just delete it so that you can see that. Yeah, this gap over here can be filled in the monthly time frame, and that is one of the reasons as well. That is one of the reasons why I told you guys that there is a pretty good chance for us to see a major drop. Okay, major drop in the markets. And right now price is like accumulating in the weekly time frame, but this doesn't look good, guys. This doesn't even look good, because there is a pretty good chance for the market to drop in a pretty good way. Maybe I'm not sure about this, but maybe towards $2.76 trillion as well. That's kind of like an almost like 20% drop. Oh, and 13% drop. Yeah, that's like a 13% drop in the markets, and that's gonna take the overall alt industry to the floors, because that's the moment that alts can do if a situation like this happens. Okay, and I don't know why I'm switching, like I'm switching as well, because I'm too excited to give you guys this topic as well. That's one of the reasons, and I have a lot of things in my mind that I want to discuss with you guys, but I'm actually forgetting those things as well. So yeah, let me just give you guys what I think of total initially. So total is gonna come down to these levels, and today I do think that the market's gonna be bearish. Okay, it's gonna be bearish, and there is a pretty good chance for you to get a short if you do get a 4-hour candle closure below this specific level, which is $3.23 trillion. Let me just delete this so that it's gonna be clean. The chart's gonna be clean. So yeah, so if you do get a 4-hour candle closure like this, which is below $3.23 trillion, then there is a pretty good chance for the next 4-hour candle to mitigate onto this level and go lower. Okay, and for you to confirm that the market's gonna go lower, which is the total gonna go lower after this entry, you need to see this specific level, which is $3.21 trillion getting violated on the 4 hours, meaning you should see a 4-hour candle closing below this specific level. That's what I'm referring to. So if you see that happening after entering the trade, then that is your confirmation to hold that trade, and there's a pretty good chance for you to see price coming down to $3.09 trillion, which is the initial level of support. And that's my analysis that I have for today. And if you do see any reaction from this specific price level, which is 3.21, reaction in the sense after the mitigation, if price struggles to go lower, then that's your confirmation to get back into the market to long. Okay, so I gave you guys a shorting analysis as well as a longing analysis. So it's your role to react according to what the market's showing you. Okay, and that is one more rule that you need to follow as well. Like, you don't need to predict what's going to happen. Okay, you don't need to predict. You just need to react when price reaches a specific POI. That's what trading is. Okay, trading is about probabilities. You have both. You'll have like a major probability and a minor probability as well. And for today, my major probability is to short the markets, and my minor probability, is to long the markets. So long, as in from this specific level, if the market wants to go against us. So because of that, I'm giving you both analysis. Okay, and yes. So that's what total is showing me, and there is a pretty good chance for us to see the market going lower. Okay, and let me see how many comments or views that I have in my live. Yes, I have about 6 views. Yes, So guys, if you like what I do in this channel, please subscribe to the channel, and if you're new to the channel as well, please subscribe. You can go through the previous videos that I did and see the accuracy that I have in the markets as well. So yes, and yeah, I have one comment. Hello bro, good morning. Others, please comment guys. Let me see who all are there in the chats. So yeah, I don't see anyone else commenting. I think it's because of the delay that I have in the live, I guess. So yeah, let me just give you guys the next one, which is gonna be something like the dominance. I gave you guys total, so this is what you should expect in total. And before getting into the next chart, I want to discuss something important with you guys. Okay, so earlier at the start of the video, I told you guys that a lot of YouTubers were mentioning about alt season, right? Alt season. So like in the previous 2 weeks, I guess, like a lot of influencers, like which will have like 30k, 40k, 100k, 200k, 500k, even million followers, were telling you guys that you will see a big reversal, like also are going to pump in a tremendous way and also are going to outperform Bitcoin. But you should understand that the macro is not that bullish at the moment, because that Trump increased the tariff, right? Trump increased the tariff, so the macro is not looking good for the overall financial industry, and not just crypto, for the overall financial industry. The macro is not looking good. So why do you guys need to expect, or why should you tell your followers to buy the altcoins, unless you want them to be the liquidity? Just think about it, guys. The overall macro is bearish. There is a pretty good chance for everything to go down, and crypto is a risk on asset as well. And you guys are telling your followers to buy altcoins. Just what kind of a shitty reason is that? And you can see that the dominance is skyrocketing like hell. This is a 4-hour time frame and daily time frame. I'm going to show you the monthly. Just think about it. From 2023 over here, you can see that the Bitcoin dominance is moving up. From 2022, from January 2023, the Bitcoin dominance has been skyrocketing. And I've heard a lot of YouTubers telling you guys, like tomorrow is gonna happen, an alt season is gonna happen tomorrow, or an alt season is gonna happen next month. This is the last time, this is the last opportunity for you to buy. Like why? Think about it. The Bitcoin's dominant, the dominance of Bitcoin is actually skyrocketing because of everything which is happening in the macro as well as in the ETF as well. So this is what I wanted to discuss as well. Just think about it. Like the alts are struggling, and one of the two big reasons is that, firstly, altcoins are oscillators against Bitcoin. Like they tend to lose value over time, no matter what. And secondly, the monetary policy is not helping the altcoins. Just think about it. Like we are still in quantitative tightening, and with the funds rate above, Fed's funds rate above the neutral rate, this environment kind of favors Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the king in the overall crypto industry. And because of that narrative, people will definitely go for the safest asset in the overall crypto industry, and that's gonna be Bitcoin. Think about it. And that is the reason why the Bitcoin dominance is skyrocketing. And you should not expect, you don't need to expect an alt season until this changes, until the macro shifts. Like if you see someone, a Fed, Trump, anyone mentioning about quantitative easing, that's your time to buy. That's your time to get back into altcoins. I don't think that you're gonna see it. It's not just me, like even the experts in the overall, the macro, even the experts are saying the same stuff. You don't need to get into risk on assets, until the macro shifts. And the other thing is that gold is also skyrocketing, and gold skyrocketing is basically a good indicator for you to expect a recession in the upcoming years. Not just gold, with everything that's happening, the American debt is skyrocketing as well. That's another thing. Just if you look at the macro, these are the things. These are like big events which can happen. Which is like if US struggles to pay back the debt, then that's a big issue. As well as if people are not interested to buy back the American, or to buy the American bonds, then that basically means is that the investors don't believe in the American economy, or the American government, or the treasury. Just think about it. If they are not buying the bonds, then that basically means is that they don't believe in the bonds. And right now the American bonds are giving a pretty good deal, which is like 3%, I guess. Was it 3% or 5%? I forgot. So something like that. So if you check like US euro to Y, I guess. So yeah, the yield, the short term, US, sorry. 0 to y, right? Yeah, this one. Yeah, this is the yield. This is the bond market, and you can see that it's basically skyrocketing. It's basically at 4 or 3.9%. That's not a bad yield. Okay, that's not a bad yield, and it's skyrocketing. Think about it, and still, the investors are not interested to buy this thing. That's the reason. You can see that, like for the past month, you can see that this thing was moving up. And it's because of the macro, because people don't believe in the American economy. And if you ask me, the ideal, time to invest into the market is when after is basically after a black swan event. A black swan event in the sense like the financial crash which happened in 2008, I guess, like the housing market crash or the dot-com bubble. Those were like major events which happened in the markets. So right after those events, the bond market's gonna go down, as well as a lot of these tokens, as well as the price of the overall stock market's gonna drop as well. So that's the time for you to get back into the markets. Okay, if you ask me, the best time, and right now there is there is nothing which tells me that it can happen. Okay, there is nothing. Plus, let's get back into the main topic, which is Bitcoin dominance, and that this thing is skyrocketing. And for me personally, I'm a TA guy, and you should see, if you wanna at least consider an alt season, then you should see price getting rejected from 64.58%. I mean, is it 58? No, 64.25%. in the next 28 days. This is a 6-month candle. You should see price getting rejected from this specific level, or price struggling to close into this specific level for you to confirm that an alt season can happen. Okay, that's the only confirmation that I have for now. Plus, if you do get a candle closure, then there is a pretty good chance for us to see either 71% or above this 73% as well, which is a 73% dominance, for Bitcoin. That's too bad. That's too bad for the overall crypto industry, because alts are gonna bleed like hell. Like the majority of these altcoins that you see are gonna die. That's the main case. And yeah, another thing that I wanted to show you guys is this chart over here, total minus USDT/Bitcoin. This is basically altcoins. This is the alt season, altcoins. And you can see that it's making lower lows over here. You can see that it has been making lower lows. And I remember a lot of influencers, telling you guys to buy, alt season is here, alt season is here, alt season is here, alt season is here. Where? Like these guys are basically misguiding you. Just understand that. And in my opinion, like I mentioned in BTC dominance as well, you need to see a rejection from this specific level. You need to see, total -3 minus USDT, or the altcoin against Bitcoin chart closing above 0.35%. I mean 0.35 over here, this specific level, in the next 28 days and 14 hours. That is your confirmation to get back into the market. Okay, that is your confirmation to get back into the market, in the sense, into strong tokens. Okay, and there is another thing that I wanted to discuss with you guys as well. I personally don't believe that we are gonna see a major cycle like in the previous years. Like in the previous bull runs, if you were here, you would know that, like, all the tokens were pumping, like all the tokens were giving you at least a 10x return, like a 10x, 7x, at least a 7x return. The majority of these tokens were giving you that kind of a return. But I don't think that a similar case will happen right now in the upcoming run, in the upcoming bull run, because we have more than 50 million tokens over here in the industry, and the majority of the tokens are basically shit in the sense, like, the majority of these tokens don't have any real life utility, and the majority of these tokens are not even making any money as well. So it's just people, the community, who's giving the hype as well as their marketing. That's what's holding the price. And I don't think that we're gonna see some kind of a major, all season, like people expect, like all the tokens pumping like 10x, 5x. I don't believe in that situation right now, because of everything which is happening right now. Okay, so what I do believe is the tokens which have some good fundamentals, say for example Sui as well as Ondo. So these tokens which have some good fundamentals are gonna pump in the upcoming run. I don't think that the losers of the previous cycle are gonna, or the losers of the current cycle are gonna outperform the market. Say for example, like in the previous run, GMT was a good token. Like you can see that. Like I remember seeing GMT like skyrocketing over here. See, and that token is currently dead. It's at 4 cents right now. It's at 4 cents. Imagine 3 years ago this token was at $4, and now if you consider it, it's almost dead, 99%. Okay, just imagine that. So I don't believe in that these tokens are gonna go for the all-time highs. You might see a lot of YouTubers telling you guys that it's basically 99% from its highs. So there is a pretty good, and if it goes for the all-time high, you're gonna make about 10,000%. That's what a lot of people are gonna tell you guys, but don't believe them, because these projects are dead, kind of dead. That's what I'm saying. People lost their trust in these tokens, and because of that, they're not gonna move. Okay, so that is what I believe. Just let me know your thoughts in the comments as well. So yeah, we can have a discussion about this thing as well. So yeah, let me see how many views that I have. I can't wait. I can't see an all season on the horizon as well. Absolutely, I totally agree with you, bro, Kiwi. I totally agree with you. I don't believe that an all season is going to happen right now. I don't believe in that situation. I don't believe at all. And you can see that I already shown you guys. The altcoins are dropping against Bitcoin over here. You can see that. So there is no reason for you to expect it unless you see some kind of a major displacement. That's the only thing. And over here, you might think, there is another thing that I want to show you as well. Like, alts kind of made a lower low over here, right? But Bitcoin dominance didn't make a higher high. I mean, they did make a higher high, I guess. I mean, like, just give me a second, guys. Oh, that's on the weekly, my bad, sorry. Yeah, the altcoin dominance made a lower low in the weekly time frame over here. You can see that, right? It made a lower high, lower low over here, and it closed below the previous lows on the weeklies as well, right? And if you consider the Bitcoin dominance is struggling to go above the previous high. And a lot of people are going to tell you guys this is divergence, but it's actually not, okay? Because the reason why Bitcoin dominance didn't violate the previous highs is because of Ethereum dominance, because Ethereum is starting to outperform Bitcoin for the past 2 to 3 weeks, I guess. So this is the reason why BTC dominance didn't violate the highs. Okay, and don't think that it's a divergence, and don't try to get back into these altcoins. Okay, don't try to get back into these altcoins. And right now is the best time for you to invest into Bitcoin, because in Bitcoin is holding well against Bitcoin. Just imagine, like, this is the chart. This is others BTC. I mean others total, but if you consider the others BTC chart over here, where the low was it? I mean this one. Yeah, others BTC chart. You can see that. See, from the highs from 2022 over here, altcoins, the majority of the altcoins dropped like 76% against Bitcoin. Imagine that. Just think about it. The majority of these altcoins dropped like 76% against Bitcoin. So if you invested that money into Bitcoin, you would have made at least a 5 to 6x of the capital, that you invested into these altcoins, these so-called altcoins. So try to go for quality than for quantity. Okay. That's what I want to tell you guys. And others BTC, this is that's what telling me. And if you want to get back into altcoins, it's basically too hard for me to confirm a level. And I do think that if this rejection is valid, we might see price going lower as well. Maybe another 43% drop is possible. And if the market drops because of the macro, then yes, you will see $143 billion in others. And this is going to be my entry level as well if I want to get back into altcoins after a major crash, after when everything changes. Yeah, so this is going to be an initial or the extreme level that for us to confirm a reversal in the altcoins. Okay, so if you want to get back into altcoins, just wait for this major mitigation over here and then get back into the market. Otherwise, you need to see this others BTC chart reversing. Where the is the chart? Okay, this one. Yeah, you need to see others BTC chart over here violating at least a previous monthly high over here with a good displacement. That's going to be your confirmation. You can take that as your confirmation as well. Other than that, don't even expect an all season. Okay, guys, don't even expect it. Just try to short all these tokens. Okay, and yeah, let's get back into Bitcoin. So for Bitcoin today, like in the previous session that I did, like we discussed that we need to see a candle closure above the previous highs over here for us to confirm that we are going to see some upward movement in Bitcoin, and that already happened. So if you do see a drop, I have like 2 levels for you to enter. The initial level is going to be at 102,379. This is going to be this is actually a major support. This is a monthly support over here. So if price comes down to these levels, then there's a pretty good chance for us to expect a reversal from this zone over here. Okay, and even if price rejects, and even if we see a 6-month candle closing like something like this, just imagine that the 6-month candle closes something like this, then you can confirm the next 6 months. Then you can confirm that in the next 6 months, you can expect a drop into this specific level, which is at 93K level before a major pump. So these two are the major support levels that we have in the market right now. And for today, I'm going to be looking for shorts. I'm going to be looking for shorts in the sense, I already gave you guys a level. So we need to see a forward candle closure, something like this. And after that, you can expect an entry somewhere around here, which is at 104,781 by placing your stop loss above the highs. And you can target this specific zone over here, which is 102,379. Okay, so when Bitcoin mitigates onto the level over here, at the same time, if total mitigates onto the major support that I mentioned, which is at $3.09 trillion, that's your confirmation to get back into Bitcoin. Okay, that's your confirmation to get back into Bitcoin. And you will see some alts pumping in a small way. That's not all season, which it can be some, it can be a small alt rally. Okay, so you can get back into alts as well if when this mitigation happens. Okay, and only if you get a confirmation, at least on the 1 hour. Okay, which is a 1 hour MSS after this mitigation, something like this. It's gonna look something like this. So yeah, if something like this happens, that's your confirmation to get back into altcoins. And that too, don't expect it to go up and violate the all-time highs. It's gonna be, a short rally. So yeah, always exit with the profits that you make, after investing into alts. So that's my trade for the day in Bitcoin. And the next token that I'm watching is Polkadot. So Polkadot looks too bearish over here. You can see that. If you look at the 4-hour time frame as well as the daily time frame, it looks like it wants to go lower. You had a big drop over here, and it looks like it wants to continue lower over here. So if it continues lower, then $3.777 trillion, $3.777 is basically my level to get back into DOT. So what I'm gonna do today is that I'm gonna try to short the markets either from this line that I marked over here or from this box that I marked over here. So these two are the major key, or these two are the key point of interest for me to short Polkadot. And I already placed a limit as well. So something like this is going to be the entry, 3.995, and my stop loss is above something like this, which is 4.032, I guess. So that's in Binance futures. So if you want to consider a short, you can. Okay, this is not a financial advice. This is my research. That's it. This is only for educational purpose. This is a trade that I'm taking. If you want to, it's your choice. I already gave you the level. And yeah. So guys, if you want me to chart some tokens, please let me know in the chat as well. Let me see if someone messaged something. Good morning, Iger. And if you invert the chart, we are having the best all season in the history. Absolutely, I totally agree with you. You can see that. Oh shit, what the hell do? Alt C, something like that. Oh, it's Alt I, my bad. Yeah, we're on a bull run. Think about it. So yeah, and you don't need to expect that, guys. You don't need to expect that. And I think that it's because of the delay. Pro Discord notification seems to be on. Oh, my bad, guys. My bad. So I turned it off right now. So yeah, that's my expected move in Bitcoin. So I'm not looking at any other tokens, but yeah, there was a token that I was looking, which was Injective, I guess. Injective, I kind of told you guys that there was a pretty good chance for us to see that reversal over here until the major drop happened. I don't know why this happened, but yeah, it's because of Bitcoin, I guess. So it dropped, and I think that Injective is gonna go down lower. Maybe there is a pretty good chance for us to see Injective coming down toward these levels over here, which is $9.95. If you do see that mitigation, that's your confirmation to get back into the market inside Injective. Okay, this is one token that I'm watching, Injective, and maybe from here you can confirm that $17 that I have been mentioning for some time now. Okay, and the weekly closure doesn't look that good as well. Okay, this is on the higher time frame, and on the lower time frame you can consider shorting, Injective as well. And I don't have a clear level of to short, but yeah, something like this can be considered if you want to go for that short. Something like this is going to be your entry, 11.79, and your stop loss should be something like above this specific box that I draw, 12.18, I guess. So yeah, something like this should be your stop loss. And one more, the most important thing is that we need to see that 4-hour closure, which is in the next 1 hour 32 minutes. We need to see this candle closing below the specific line that I marked. That's your confirmation to short Injective. Okay, by placing the stop loss where I mentioned. And another token that I was watching is Solana. Guys, I regret Solana because I kind of took this short and I exited because of the weakness, but I should have stayed in the market. I should have. I was slapping my face after seeing this drop. Not just in Solana, in AVAX as well. Think about it. I took this short literally over here and I exited somewhere around here, and look at the drop over here. Madness. So yeah, I'm actually a mad person as well sometimes. So yeah, even though my analysis are accurate. So So yeah, for AVAX, I don't think that we're going to see a major reversal. So I think AVAX is going to come down towards this monthly level over here, which is 1870, something like that, 18762. That's your level to get back into AVAX if you want to consider buying. And until then, you can consider shorting, I guess, which is going to be something like 20.535. Okay. If you do see a 4-hour candle closure below this level over here, 20.535 in Binance Futures, that's your confirmation to short AVAX by placing your stop loss above something like this candle high over here, 20.8. So that can be your short for the day as well. Okay. So this is your bearish bias for these tokens. And if you guys have any tokens, please let me know in the comments as well. And I will watch it. I think I have about 6 views, I guess. Like, yeah, I have about 6 views, concurrent views, but I don't think that anyone's commenting. And fam, please press that like button as well, so that somebody's gonna see my stream. And it's kind of like a promotion. Like if you press on the like button, that's gonna help the Twitter YouTube algorithm to let other people know that there is someone who is streaming like this. So because of that, like I think press the like button. Okay, and I forgot to share the stream to Twitter as well. So yeah, from next day, from tomorrow onwards, I'll share that stream to Twitter as well. So yeah. So guys, any tokens that you guys want me to short, and we can discuss about that, or otherwise, like I can wind it. SUI higher time frame. Okay. SUI. And guys, I forgot to tell you guys one more thing. I might start doing. I might start doing giveaways within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, it's gonna be an interesting type of giveaway, and I will post about it in my Twitter as well. So follow me on Twitter, and you will be able to, where is my Twitter? I think it's somewhere over here, I guess. So something like that. Yeah, follow me on Twitter, and you will be able to, know what I'm planning for you guys. Okay, what I have planned for you guys. Okay. So do follow me on Twitter. So yeah, so we on the higher time frame, like looks like it wants to accumulate. On the weekly, it kind of went towards this breakaway gap over here, and it's struggling to close inside of it. It's kind of bullish in the higher time frame. Okay, and in the lower time frame, you have a support over here. So if it reacts from this support, that's your confirmation to get back into SUI. And if it struggles to take support over here, then don't try to consider a long in SUI, because it can literally go lower because of this huge fair value gap. Okay, it's gonna be a free fall if it closes back inside of this levels over here. It's gonna literally drop down towards something like 2.3, something like that. So be cautious of if you're trying to long SUI. Okay. So this is going to be the level if you want to consider longing 3.18, and if price closes inside of this fair value gap over here, this fair value gap, then you can confirm it that it's going to come down to 2.34. Okay, that's going to be your higher time frame level. Okay. So yes, any other tokens that you guys want me to chart, or shall we wind it? Let me know. CRV hype. Let me just check. CRV. Oh shit! I think it's gonna go lower. Like it totally depends, but yeah, I think it's gonna come down towards to sweep all this liquidity over here. That's the minimal that I have with this token. So it's better to consider short, guys. And if you wanna long, bro, then try to wait for price to come down to 53 cents over here. That's it. And I think this was a long level or a shorting level that I gave you guys. I forgot. I think it was a longing level, I guess. It kind of closed into it, and it's going down. Yeah. So if you want to short, then yeah, I have a pretty good level for you, which is something like 66.1, I guess. Something like this is a good level for you to consider shorting. And if you want a long, in my opinion, it's better you wait for it to come down towards that 50 cent level. Okay. That's going to be the major level, which is going to be this line over here. And that's a weekly point of interest. A weekly point of interest is kind of close to that as well. So something like this is going to be a good level. Something like this specific POI is going to be a good level for you to consider longing. And the other token that you mentioned is Hype. So Hyper Liquid is another token that you guys mentioned. And I do think that Hype is too bullish, guys, because of that Hyper Liquid whale, I guess. And a lot of people are trying to trade with that guy. And because of that, Hyper Liquid is too bullish, I guess. And the higher time frame, you can see that you had a drop and it's accumulating over here. This is not that good. So there is a pretty good chance for you to see a $27 Hyperliquid. So this is what I'm gonna expect, okay, to happen in Hyperliquid. That's it. We'll drop into this level, maybe an accumulation before the next major bump. Okay, that's it on the higher time frames. I don't think that it's it will reverse. And yeah, one more thing, if Bitcoin decides to reverse today, then yeah, you can consider longing Hyperliquid from $32. This specific POI over here. by placing your stop loss below these lows. Okay, if Bitcoin decides to reverse today, otherwise like just go for that short that I gave you guys. So yeah, any other tokens that you guys want me to watch? BNB and Aave. Okay, BNB and Aave. BNB also looks bearish, and BNB will be bullish if the macro turns bullish, because you know BNB kind of won that case against SEC, I guess. Was it SEC? Yeah, and because of that, you know, there is a pretty good chance for the BNB token to pump if the macro shifts. Okay, so watch out for this token. Don't try to short BNB, but yeah, and on the higher time frame, I do think that it's going to come down towards something like 598, something like that, before a major upward movement. Okay, so that's my expected move for BNB. So yeah, watch out for that. Watch out for that token as well. And the other one was something like, what was it? Aave, Altcoin, and CRO. Aave looks like it's a risky position if you want to consider 232. This is going to be a level. Okay, this accumulator region over here, 232. That's going to be your level to buy short term. Long term, if it drops further, then yeah, I think it's going to come down to 183. This breaker over here is going to be a good buy for you. Okay, this level over here, if it drops down. So, and the CRO, okay, Chronos. So I think, why did I mark this one? Yeah, that's a monthly level. So yeah, I told you guys we need a candle closure above. So this one will definitely act as support. So yeah, that's going to be the same level, bro. If you see a drop into these levels over here, that's a pretty good confirmation for you to get back into, CRO. Okay, it's kind of weak, but yeah, you can expect a reversal after getting an MSS over here. That's it. That's a monthly POI. Okay, and another one was Altcoin, I guess, and KuCoin. Or was it Mexi? I think I charted this token. Altcoin, yeah, something like this was a buying level, I guess. Yeah, it's not taking support, it's kind of dropping. So I think it's gonna drop lower, I guess. By the looks of it, it can come down and take support over here, but it's kind of risky to assume that right now because of the intensity of the drop. So yeah, this is gonna be a level 89 cents. So if you do see a reaction, that's your confirmation to get back into Altcoin. Okay. Otherwise, nah, I don't think so. This range over here, this whole range over here can be considered as a POI. So if you want to long, then this is the level that you need to consider. Okay. And gold. Are you in any positions right now? No, I already placed a limit in dot. That's it. So if it triggers, then yeah, I'm gonna be in the market as well. I want this thing to trigger as well. So let's see. So gold, I think I gave you guys an analysis in gold. So something like this daily level was the analysis that I gave you, and it's reacting from that level, and I gave you another second level as well in the previous week, I guess. Something like this was the second level for you to consider that long, and it's moving up higher, I guess. I mean, why did I mark this level, this line over here? Was it too long or too short? I forgot. I gave you this level on Friday, and I think that's a longing level, I guess. Or was it a shorting level? Yeah, I forgot. But yeah, this could have been your level to long, and for now, I think it's better you wait for a violation of this specific high, bro. Okay. So this high violation is your confirmation for you to get back into gold, and this is gonna be your resistance as well. So if you want to short, this specific line is gonna be the resistance, which is 3,598 by placing the stop loss above the highs. And if you want to, this is a shorting level, and if you want long, it's better you wait for this, high violation. It's better you wait for this break and that break and retest concept. Okay. And so long, I don't think that we have a good level. Maybe this can be considered, but it's too hectic. Let me just take a different chart for gold. Forex Factory has a stable chart. Yeah, there's something like this. So risky, but yeah, you can consider this along as well. Okay, the shorting level is what I mentioned, or something like this is the shorting level. Okay, so that's my analysis in gold, if you ask me. Let's see if it plays out or not. Juan Mi USDT. Looks like it's going to pump again. Yeah, it looks like it wants to pump again, but that's your trade if you want to consider. Okay. And can you? Yeah, check. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Mi USDT. I think I saw this token as well. It was having some good amount of hype. earlier. Yeah. I remember this pump. And right now, I can't say anything. Fundamentally, if this token is good, then you can get back into the markets, okay? Technical wise, we don't have a clear level. Wait, let me just check KuCoin to confirm this. Yeah, we don't have any major level. Yeah, it's kind of like an hour level situation for this token. But if you do want to short the markets, then I'll recommend you to wait for, you know, something like this mitigation over here. Is that a good one? No, this one could have been, yeah, this one is a good one, yeah. 90 cents. You can expect it to go up to this 90 cent level by placing the stop loss over 97 or something like that. And from there, it can continue lower. If you want to go for a futures trading, I don't know if this token has, you know, perpetuals. So watch out for this token. And fundamentally, if this token is good, then yeah, you will see this token pumping and sweeping all of this liquidity. And if the fundamental is weak, then this will never happen. Don't even expect it to pump, you know, towards that $4 level. Okay. So that's what I'm expecting in this token. It has the highest DEX revenue. After BNB. Okay, then yeah, you can consider, yes. Absolutely, you can consider, you know, getting back into it. If you believe that it's gonna pump, okay. Okay. The DEX revenue can be a good sign. But it's not, you know, the price doesn't reflect it, that's the only problem. So yeah. So it's kind of like an hour situation if you want to, if you ask me. So something like maybe this weekly level over here, which is something it's already mitigated onto it, I guess. 79, 6 to 84, that's gonna be the level, but by the looks of it, I think it's gonna lower. Okay, I don't have a specific level for this, you know, token. It should drop somewhere and it should accumulate for us to confirm a reversal. That's it. I don't believe that it's a, you know, scenario which can happen. Okay, that's one of the main reasons. And yeah, I mean, just imagine, like, Bitcoin dominance is kind of moving up, so there is no reason for you to expect these kind of, you know, tokens. Okay. So yes. So and this cycle is kind of teaching us a big lesson as well. Like, stick with, you know, like traditional. Stick with assets that stand the test of time. Okay. Otherwise, like, instead of, and that's basically Bitcoin. And yeah, chasing micro cap altcoins might, you know, feel exciting, but most of the people are basically losing money in Satoshi terms, which is if you consider the, you know, Bitcoin value of that token that you're getting, that you're investing. So it's better to stay in Bitcoin because Bitcoin dominance is the trend to watch, and it has been, you know, slowly grinding up towards starting from 2022, I guess, by the end of 2022, starting from 2023, I guess, yeah. And I think it has like more room to run, maybe towards 73%. So don't fade the trend just because it's been, you know, strong for a while. So yeah, that's what people, you know, did with alts, and they are still bleeding. So be cautious while in, you know, getting into these tokens. That's my point. So yes, any question, guys, or shall we wind it? And it's already been like 40 minutes. Yeah, and I think my camera is about to die as well. Okay, guys, I got in at SUI at 7. BTC dominance is annoying. ETH has to go up. ETH, it's gonna take some time for Ethereum to move up. I don't think that, you know, Ethereum is gonna outperform Bitcoin in a big way. I don't believe in that situation. It's because of this chart over here. Like, I'll show it to you guys as well. I have been showing this chart in my community, so I'll show it to you guys as well. ETH BTC. This is the chart that you need to watch, and I don't think Ethereum is gonna outperform Bitcoin in a big way. Maybe like something like 93%. That's it. Okay. It's gonna outperform Bitcoin for like something like towards 0.0466633, something like that. That's the extreme that I'm expecting for Ethereum in this cycle. I don't think that Ethereum is gonna go for the, you know, highs over here like it did earlier. I don't believe in that situation. So it's better you know, be cautious instead of, yeah, trusting in those fellow YouTubers. So yes, missing the old days where we just had chart BTC and alts against BTC. Yep, zoom out. It reached the bottom. Bro, the thing is, like, that token doesn't have a bottom, that Juan Pro, like that WUSDT. That was it V, right? Was it V? I forgot. Give me a second. Let me just take that message. Me, not V. Sorry, my bad. Yep, me USDT, and we don't have that kind of a history. Let me just go for MEXC. when Mexi doesn't have it. KuCoin is the only chart which has at least something. So yeah. Why are you saying that it's in its lows, bro? I don't see any major low over here. See, it has been it's basically like accumulating in the specific range. But look at the weeklies over here. You can see that. Like, just look at the weekly structure of this candle. It's making lower highs and it's trying to go for that lower low. And there is something called liquidity, okay? And that liquidity is there for this token to go lower as well. So that's one of the reasons, okay? I'm not just keep telling you that based on my imagination, or I'm not just giving you a random prediction. I'm just giving you an analysis, or I'm just giving you a level because of this, okay? Because of the liquidity, by considering the liquidity as well as all the other TAs that I know, with my experience, to be honest. So yeah. So this is basically kind of bad. So whenever you have liquidity, price will go lower. And I can show you an example in DOT, which I miscalculated as well. Which is, there is DOT, yeah, something like this. Look, DOT has been accumulating over there. See, you can see that it has been building that range liquidity, and it went down to collect it. Building that liquidity, went down to collect it. Building that liquidity, went down, wick below to collect it. So that is what I'm expecting to see in this token as well. It's gonna liquidity build up, collected it. So this is what I'm expecting to see in this token. Okay, it's gonna build liquidity and the market's gonna collect it. So yeah, what it was token name? Yeah, Magic Eden. Yeah. So that liquidity will be taken out. This liquidity over here will be taken out. Okay, that's the reason. So yes, guys, I think that's about it, because my camera is about to die as well. It's almost been like 50 minutes, and almost like 1 hour is kind of like the dying time of this camera. So yes, so that's gonna be the end of the show today. So have a great day, guys, and if you guys have any questions or anything like that, do follow me on Twitter and ask me the questions that you have regarding about trading or anything. So we can just chit chat over there on X. So yeah, so have a great day, guys. Bye, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye, guys. Take care. Be right back. It's all like